Welcome to Star Citizen and the news update. Invictus Launch Week 2951 is coming. With this annual military event of the UAE, the armed forces of the UAE are honored, and for this one of the biggest and most exciting annual events in Star Citizen takes place. And after we have already seen some highlights and major advancements in the past months, we will also be able to see some never-before-seen events and especially ships during Fleet Week, as the Invictus Event is also called. And regular Gentleman News viewers will already have an idea of what we are talking about. So let's take a look at all the information available and analyze it, which will give us some real highlights this year. All the information about the Invictus Week can be found at robotspaceindustries.com or invictus2951.com. Invictus Launch Week 2951 takes place this year at Microtech, New Babbage, from Friday 21 May to Tuesday 1st June. As one of the biggest highlights of this Fleet Week, we will have the first opportunity to see the inside of a Navy Javelin, one of the biggest ships in Star Citizen so far, a Navy destroyer, and to see the UES Warhammer from the inside. This has already been officially confirmed by CIG at Spectrum. Furthermore, during the event period, all ships are freely available for all players, and you can fly everything the Navy has to offer. Whether all ships really means all ships or the ships of Fleet Week, the military ships, is not yet considerably known. However, we will get some new sails and see new ships. Among other things, we will probably see the Hercules Starlifter, T2 and M2 variants, the Constellation Taurus, the Redeemer and the Nova tank, and we will probably get to take the controls ourselves soon. But we will also be able to experience new concept ships and vehicles, as well as vehicles that are directly ready to fly. And of course, as every year, there will be a special skin and armor variant. And of course, there will be another free flight event for everyone who wants to get a taste of Star Citizen without having to buy a game package. This free flight will run from 22 May to 3rd June, starting one day after the Invictus launch and lasting a little longer. On the various exhibitor days, similar to the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo in November, the manufacturers also have the exhibition halls on different days and take turns. And what will take place at the grand finale is not yet known, but we already have an idea. But first to the analysis of the available data and what can be read between the lines. And with the announcement of the destroyers, we currently only have the Javelin, which is in the class of destroyers, which we can see and this time also enter. We were last able to admire the Javelin class in battle at the Zenith Red event and experience it live in battle. However, it will be interesting to see the Corvette class. So far we only have one Corvette that fits in the classification and was also on the roadmap for a long time, but suddenly disappeared just a few weeks ago, the Polaris. So will we see the Polaris, one of the community favorites and a real highlight, live at Fleet Week this year? Or at least the current version as a holo? What do you think about it? Be sure to let me know. Other Corvettes, however, have not yet been classified accordingly, whereby this could also mean a frigate, which is, however, even larger but does not appear in the announcement. However, we can assume that we will see the Idris again here. This is already an integral part of the persistent universe, and we meet it in various missions and at various events. The Idris is one of the most advanced, and we are convinced that we will certainly see it again at Fleet Week. But it can also be bigger, much bigger. Even though the Idris can accommodate smaller fighters that can take off and land on it, the Idris is not a carrier, a dedicated carrier ship. However, carriers have been explicitly named, and there is currently only one known class of ship that fits into this category, and we have already found indications of this in the roadmap analysis in the Gentleman News of April 9th. So only the Bengal class comes into question, which has extreme dimensions and represents one of the largest ships in the entire verse. And that would bring together all the ships that are also relevant for Squadron 42, and at least from the outside, they would be ready for action. Because as we found out in the analysis, the focus is clearly on the necessary ships and mechanics for Squadron 42, which also includes theaters of war. So we are moving in the right direction, in this case, in really big steps. The Javelin from the inside is already a highlight, but to see the Polaris and especially the Bengal in action from the outside, that would be a real milestone, and we are very excited and will of course keep you up to date. I hope you enjoyed the video and leave me a like and maybe even a subscribe here. Fleet Week, the Invictus event with a free flight and some in-game highlights, promised to be a significant improvement on last year. But we have almost become accustomed to highlights in the last few months. The Idris in the game and as opponents, the Xenos Red event with the Javelin in battle, new mechanics and great leaps in development, all point to a clearly positive picture of the development of Star Citizen, even when viewed objectively. But of course I'm looking forward to your opinions on this. But as always, the most important thing at the end, a big thank you to all Patreons, channel members and Twitch subscribers. You are a huge motivation, and without you the whole thing wouldn't be possible. Thank you for your support, guys, you rock! And as always, I'm looking forward to your opinions and comments, either in the Discord, in the Twitch streams or directly under the video. Write me your opinion about the topics today or about questions of Star Citizen. And of course, there will be extensive giveaways again for this month and the next. You can find details in the announcement video or in the video description. I say goodbye until next time. And say as always, see you in the verse!